Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to run ETG. First, you download your dataset from Derwent Innovation. It contains many columns. We don't need all of this, so we create a new sheet and we say ID title. We type ID title abstract and claims. We go to the original sheet that we download. We select all the IDs, copy paste, and we do the same thing for title. Copy paste. And then third, we go to abstract and claims. Now we can see that abstract and claims are in two different columns, abstract, claim. So what we can do is we can create a new insert. We don't have to name this. So we use the Excel formula concatenate, C-O-N-C-A-T, and then we give the values this, this, comma, this, and then we close. So this has abstract and claims inside, the copy of these two cells. We double click on the edge and this applies to all the parts, which means each one is copied with these two values. Now we copy this whole thing. We go in here, we go to our last column and we use this option here, value and source, value from source and formatting. We can just delete this part, we don't need this, and what we do is we just save this part as Excel file, psychotherapy patent data. This is my case study and it's an Excel workbook. So I have saved this value. So these files are saved now. Now I close this. I go to the website 140.114.532.18/Python. In this list we will move to ETG, excessive topic generation. We click on this. Initially there is a header that talks about the background for ETG that I discussed in class. We go to run ETG option. We choose the file psychotherapy patent data.xls and we click on generate. Uh, Almost 1000 patents will take 10 minutes to run, so we just have to wait patiently. So almost 10 minutes are done and we can see the output like this. First is the key term frequency analysis, which we click here and we can see the key terms that exist inside the dataset that I've given it. Disorder with a frequency of 112 times, and here is also a graph that's plotted using Google's APIs. Now I can see this, all these key terms, 136 key terms are discovered, and the frequency of these key terms in the dataset is displayed here. Then the second output is the clustering analysis result. So here, firstly, it shows me the system defined cluster number and then the terms inside that cluster. This may look a little complex to understand, so you can click here and you can see the plot where you can move and see what is adjacent to each of the cluster. You have to resize your screen. So here, this magnifying glass will help you magnify, and this option will help you like traverse. Like you can use your mouse to scroll in and scroll out too. So this value is brain, and the next key term is sound and reality, model, and so on. So there are 5 groups here: treatment, diagnostic, SAND using inhibitor, and then these key terms, these symbols, the key terms inside these groups are modeled in their symbols here. Triangle that's right hand side inverted, and then circle and star. And you don't have to now we can click in the download result. It's just to see the adjacency. If and once we click the download result, we can have a better visualization of this. So what happens is we see this output. We have to extract this results. It's a zip file. So inside the results, the user input file contains your input file that the patent data that you gave the file, and the output file contains certain amount of files. The interpretation of the graph, you need to traverse one by one. Here it's all consolidated in one with all the labels on top of it, so you can see something clearly like this. You can zoom. It's a very high definition image. So inside each of the group, what are the key terms, and it's rearranged. So you can see psychological, psychotherapy, consultation, and so on. So this is vertical in nature, the orientation. This is a little bit horizontal orientation. So it's the same graph basically with different alignment as JPEG images or PNG images. And the important output files are output1.xlsx. Output1 contains the topic, the patent ID. Oh, maybe there's sometimes there's some extra symbols that get in. So all you have to do is, like, if you see additional symbols, you can just replace them with a empty, replace all, and now you can see them clearly. So the first topic is disorder, and then these are the patent ID related to that topic. And then you have other topics like subject. Subject has these patents. So this is output 1. And then you can see output 2.xlsx. In this is the key terms and then the frequency of these terms. You can create a graph by just selecting these options wherever you feel is interesting for your case, and then you can choose any graph that you're interested in, and then it will show you the distribution of it. You can expand or contract or create multiple graphs for the whole key term list. And this is output 2.xls. And then you have output 5.xls, which is important. In output 5, it contains the system defined cluster labels. These are five clusters, and these are the terms inside these clusters, which the system thinks is similar based on the k-means algorithm. So you can modify them and create a ontology if you're interested, and redraw it based on your understanding, or do some filtering based on your understanding of the case. And finally, there is an important output, which is test.html. You have to open this using the browser. This is exactly the same interpretation, the traversal based graph. If you want to, like, see what is adjacent to each other, you can open it at any point of time. This opens up from the local. So these are the output. If there is any problems, you can contact me and I can help you fix this problem and visualize your dataset.